Sausage Party. So Sausage Party is an animated film directed by Seth Rogen, and it's about food. Well, more specifically, it's about if food had human characteristics like we do, and how they see the world as we do. Basically, it's a bunch of food items in a supermarket, and they have this structured belief system that when they're chosen by people, put in shopping carts and sent home, they're going to this place called the Great Beyond, which is the equivalent of heaven. And the plot basically revolves around finding out that that's not the case. This movie was very interesting, to say the least. The main character is a hot dog named Frank, who's voiced by Seth Rogen, even though he's referred to as a sausage, and he basically is just on this journey to try and figure out what everything is. And he gets lost along the way, and he tries to team up with his love or crush called Brenda, who is Bun, and she's voiced Kristen Wiig. First and foremost, let's get this out the way. This movie is rated R for a reason, and a very good reason, because there is so much raunchy, adult, dirty humor all throughout the film. I'm actually amazed that this thing didn't get an NC-17 rating, because it's just that verbatim potent all over the place. In many points, this film crosses the line and then jumps into whole other territories of what is staunchy and nasty and just very, very, very adult. I was heavily debating, wondering, what am I watching right now? What am I watching? Admittedly, I was also very drunk when I went to see this movie last night, so that may have helped, but it seemed like an interesting film from the start. Throughout the film, there's a whole bunch of random social commentary sprinkled around by everybody, literally every character. And it does kind of beat you over the head with it, but not entirely too much. Although, when you hear what they say, you know exactly what they're talking about. And some of the characters show this off perfectly, and you can pretty much tell what type of class or background those characters are trying to represent. Granted, that's not to say the movie wasn't funny, because god damn, this movie was hilarious. Although, to be fair, there were other points where jokes didn't really land, or I kind of gave a half-assed laugh to it and thought that really didn't need to be there. The entire third act of this film, that's where things take a very odd turn, because the way everything is settled, it's so fucking over the top and absurd that you don't even know what's going on anymore. Well, you know what's going on, but it's just, first two acts are down here, third act is way up here. Yeah, and it's really strange. It's mind-boggling how this escalated from all of that. And there is one particular scene towards the very end of the third act that, honest to God, I almost died laughing watching this scene. I couldn't stop laughing for the life of me in this scene because it was just so absurd and so completely out of nowhere and random. But at the same time, I was so entertained by it, I didn't really care. Granted, the entire audience was laughing along with me to the point that they couldn't breathe either, and that they were crying. But yeah, this whole third act was just, wow. That's all I can really say about it, and you'll definitely know it when you see it. I really have to wonder how many kinds of drugs was Seth Rogen and company on when they did this film, because it just seems like they had a blast after smoking just about anything. So whatever they were on, I would really, 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 really like to know, because this is just a very fascinating concept. It was fascinating, and I was thoroughly entertained. So by the time I walked out of the theater, admittedly coming off of being drunk, I had a good time. I thoroughly had a good time. I would go see this again. It probably won't be as funny because, well, I already know what's going to happen. But for the most part, yeah, this is a good film, something I didn't mind seeing late at night. And for that reason, I'm giving this a gold ribbon rating. Oh man, I'm not even sure how I held it together in some of these scenes. I was trying not to be rude in how loud I was laughing, but my god, there are just some scenes that you just couldn't help it, because it was just that funny. Okay, so Sausage Party, have you seen it? What did you think? Did you like it? Did you dislike it? What was the absolute funniest part of this film? Whatever you think, leave me a comment below and tell me how you feel. Also, don't forget to check out my Twitter at AstroidMike. Don't forget to check out my blog. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you like what you see here. You can click on the link below on the next slide. You can always see more. And until next time, I will see you around. So until then, this is me saying peace out.